In this video, you will learn how to solve this West Africa Examination Council SSC Objective Question 11, which was set for 2023. The question says if m ratio n is equal to 2 multiplied by 1 divided by 3 ratio 1 divided by 1 divided by 5 and n ratio 5 is equal to this, we are asked to find Q ratio what? M. So the first thing that should come to your mind is to see how you change this mixed fraction to a proper fraction. So let's see how we'll go about doing that. If we look at those expressions, you'll come to see that we are initially given that our m ratio what? N is equal to 2 1 divided by 3 ratio what? 1 divided by what? 5. Now let's change those values to proper fraction. This will give us m ratio n will be equal to 2 times 3 is 6, and that will give us what? Plus 1 is 7 divided by 3 ratio what? 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1, that will give us 6 divided by what? By 5. So the other one will give us n ratio what? Q, and n ratio q will give us 2 times 1 will give us 2, and that will give us 3 divided by 2 ratio 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1, that will give us 4 divided by what? By 3. Good. So having done that, we have their various ratios. So what we need to do now is to see how we can simplify further. Now let's bring those expressions out. We'll have m ratio n to be equal to 7 divided by 3 ratio 6 divided by 5, and we'll have n ratio q to be equal to 3 divided by 2 ratio 4 divided by what? 3. Now I want you to look at ratio as this. When you are given a ratio of n ratio m, this simply means n divided by what? M. So always look at ratio as this, and that will help you decipher the meaning of ratio. Now if we have our mn in that first expression simply means n divided by n. So we'll have m divided by n, and that will simply give us what? 7 divided by 3 divided by 6 divided by what? 5. So if we simplify this, you're going to have 7 divided by 3 multiplied by 5 divided by 6, right? And this will be equal to what? 7 times 5 is 35 divided by 6 times 3 is going to give us 18. So that simply tells us that m ratio n is equal to 35 ratio 18. Now let's do same to n ratio what? Q. And n ratio q is equal to n divided by q. And this will be equal to 3 divided by 2, right? Yeah, yes. And then we'll have that to be divided by 4 divided by 3. So this will be equal to 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 4 divided by 3, or 3 divided by 4, because this will what? This will invert. So we're going to have 3 divided by what? By 4. Great. So having done that, this whole thing will give us 9 divided by 8, right? Great. So now let's look at those two expressions very well. For us to have the value of, remember we are asked to find a value of Q ratio m. So for us to find the value of Q ratio m, that means we need to divide m divided by n we need to multiply it by n divided by q, right? So if you multiply that, what will you have? You're going to have the ratio q ratio m. So if you multiply that, what will you have? This will clear this, and what you have is what? M divided by q, which is simply what? M ratio what? Ratio q. And what are we asked to look for? We are asked to look for the value of q ratio what? Ratio m. So when we look at those two things properly, we will now look at how we divide this. We divide this expression, that solution will have m divided by n, that is m ratio n is now 35 divided by 18, and n ratio q is now 9 divided by 8. So we are going to have this to become 35 divided by 18 multiplied by, the other one is 9 divided by 8. So if we simplify this, what are we going to arrive at? 9 here will give us 1, 9 here will give us what? 18 divided by 9 will give us 2. So if we multiply these two, we're going to have 3 times 1 is going to give us 35 divided by 8 times 2 is going to give us 16. So that tells us that m ratio q is equal to 35 divided by 16. So if m ratio q is equal to 35 ratio 16, that simply tells us that our q ratio m will be equal to 16 ratio what? 35. And what are we asked to look for? We are asked to look for the value of 16 ratio m, and that is what the question asks us to look for. So what's the value of 16 ratio q ratio m, which is what we have gotten? Q ratio m is 16 ratio what? 35. So the solution to that question is 16 ratio 35. So you see that in the option you still have 35 ratio 16, but the correct option is 16 ratio 35, and that is what? That is option A. So the solution is option A. So when you are given this kind of question, pay attention to this question and look at the question you are given, so that when you prefer solution to it, you are going to see that you have gotten the right solution. I know you did enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified mathematics solutions. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.